guess we're a few minutes late. Okay. This is the Upper Darby Township Police Board of Trustees, September 2nd, special meeting called for RFP. We're going to select the financial advisor from the RFP proposals. I will go as chairman. I guess I'll go first. My vote is to retain CBIZ as our advisor. My reasons being is the first and foremost is our membership, both retired and active, have overwhelmingly, with the ones that did weigh in, 100% tell me that they wanted to retain CBIZ. Not one member has told me that they wanted to go elsewhere. And that is the most compelling reason for me as I'm elected. My personal reasons are the performance history that we've had with them, with the competitor, their costs are in line, and the fact that they have hundreds of police pensions across the state are the factors that I've used to select CBIZ. I thank the other institutions for their reaching out to us and their presentations, very professional presentations, and I appreciate their time. Shannon, would you like to go next?
Sure, I'd be happy to. And I apologize for not having my camera on, but I am not in a camera a good location, and my video is likely to be slow. So my choice would be First Trust. I think that they have shown a level of commitment. I also think it's really important that they're the only person who gave us a fixed fee so that their fees don't go up every year. They also, I think, have more user-friendly for the members, which I think is important for people to be able to better understand their benefits, and they have more opportunities for that. I have some grave concerns about the service we've been getting from CBIZ, primarily that the price that they are charging us today, sitting here, and continuing to charge us today, sitting here, is double what they're now saying that they can offer. And when we asked them during the RFP why they could suddenly do the exact same work for half the price, they did not have a good answer. And even as we have been going through this process for months, they have not reduced their fees. And that to me is very upsetting. The other thing that substantively was very troubling to me as a trustee was when these other firms independently looked at the performance of CBIZ. Some of the funds, even if they agreed with this whole passive investing, although CBIZ is the only person who believes that we should be 100% passive investing. And I do wonder why we're paying the same for them to passively invest that everybody else would do and be more actively investing. But they all looked at this and had questions about some of the funds that were invested in. And every other firm came in and said, this is how we evaluate we evaluate our funds, and we switch out the funds. And CBIZ has made exactly 2 fund changes in 2 years and none for more than a year. Which again leads me to wonder what it is that we're paying for. All they have done really is rebalance. And they didn't have any substantive discussion of their philosophy. What they said in their RFP when we interviewed them was just, we give great service to the members, and I appreciate that, and that's very important. But spending a significant portion of time at the RFP talking about, how they represent individuals with service-connected disability pensions before the IRS is not really what I think is that's wonderful for that individual, but I don't think that is service to the fund and to the vast majority of the members. And the fact that that's what they chose to focus on. So I have some grave concerns there. Among the others, I think Gerard also would do a very good job. And I think the funnel was just too expensive and they don't have enough municipal experience. So First Trust would be First Trust would be my choice for all of those reasons.
Okay. Tommy, would you like to go next?
You're on mute. First, I want to thank everybody that was involved in this process. You know, I think one of the reasons that we got to this point was this hasn't been done in probably 12 years. And it really is something that should be addressed at least every 3 years. You know, the 4 trustees and CAO Vince Rongione, and obviously, you know, Rob, we've been working on this since January. So I think it's very important that everybody understands all the work that went into this. You know, as far as Jeff and I, you know, we have the pulse of all of our members that are retired and active, and obviously we have to take that into consideration. You know, I know that I speak for Jeff and myself, and you know, we have the responsibility of, you know, it's a huge responsibility of we have to worry about people currently on pension as well as guys that are hired last week. I think, and it's actually a huge burden for all of us. I know, based on what we've said, and we've spoken with the guys, my choice would be to stay with CBiz. I think that, you know, I know that what Shannon said, and I agree with some of that, but I think that maybe based on this process not being done every 3 to 5 years by whether it be former trustees or whatnot, that kind of maybe put us in the hole that we're in and not being aggressive enough. I think now that, you know, the 4 of us have been working together with Vince, I think we're moving in the right direction. So I would, you know, I think the other groups did a great job. I think First Trust did a good job. I like them, but at the end of the day, you know, our members, as far as the police, pensioners, and former pensioners, CBiz is who we would like to stick with.
Thank you, Tom. Trustee Thompson, for the record. Trustee John Rooney, would you like to weigh in and vote?
I certainly would. Thank you very much. My vote was rather easy. I vote for First Trust Financial because I think they hit all the marks. And I can't say it better than Shannon. I'll just try to add to it. The fact that they charge a flat fee, I think, is a huge advantage over the other 3, including CBiz. And that's important going forward because as the fund does better and improves and grows, that fee stays the same. CBiz or any other company that bid on this that we interviewed as a finalist, their fee goes up. First Trust Financial doesn't. That's to the detriment of the fund not having a flat fee. That's 1. 2 is I think that the employee experience that First Trust Financial offers is far superior to any of the others, including CBiz by far. That is, it's much more user-friendly to the union members, in terms of managing their retirement accounts. CBiz doesn't hold a candle to them. But the one that is insulting, and I'll use the word insulting because I think it is the fee that Shannon referred to. It's CBiz comes in at 50% less with their proposal. What does that mean? Now, this isn't for the benefit of the trustees or Vince, because you all know what I'm talking about. But the people that are listening to us don't necessarily understand that. 50% less equates to $150,000 a year currently. $150,000 a year less than what CBiz is getting paid right now. Now, you extrapolate that back 10 years, it's not going to be $150,000 a year each year because the fund wasn't as big. But it is fair to say that it's hundreds of thousands of dollars that the township or that the fund could have saved. And that is huge. And if we're such a valued customer of CBiz, why were they charging us so much year after year? And only now, because they have competition all of a sudden after 10 years, they're charging us 50% less, or they propose to charge us 50% less. So that's why, one, I vote for First Trust Financial, and two, why I'm not voting for CBiz.
All right, so from my standpoint, I've recorded 2 votes for CBiz and 2 votes for First Trust, which says that we're deadlocked and do not have a majority. And so given that there is nothing in the plan or in Act 44 that would break a tie, I think that means you do not have a selection at this time.
So Rob, for the record, Rob Kaplan is the attorney for the plan, who was just speaking. That means we continue with CBiz. I would expect them to abide by the terms of their proposal moving forward. I would direct you to reach out to them and arrange for that to happen.
Yeah, I'll follow up with them, and you're obligated to notify all of the RFP participants, including CBiz, of the results of the RFP. So I'll follow up with them and I'll ask them to continue forward on behalf of the trustees and to implement those terms, and I'll let you all know how they react.
Okay. I would like to make a public comment that a lot of being that if they agree to lock in with the terms that they proposed and the huge savings that will make for the plan, we do owe a lot of this success to the CAO for bringing it to the Board of Trustees' attention. I've been on the board for 10 years. I didn't know that we should have been doing this until now. And we do owe him a debt of gratitude for saving the plan this much money. So thank you. Does anybody else have comment that they'd like to make or need to make?
No?
Okay. That being said, I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting. Can I get a second?
Second.
I have a second. All those in favor of adjourning the meeting, say aye.
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 Okay, aye. Nays? Seems except everybody said aye. The meeting is adjourned. Have a good evening. Thank you, everyone.
Have a
Good night, all.